let's get into it. We're gonna look at our RDLs. So first I want to start at the feet. So what I want you to pay attention to is, I don't know if you can see this from like the side, so I want to make sure that I'm not going to be collapsing at the ankle here. I'm trying to like exaggerate this separation apart, especially I'm not sure if you're flat-footed. So if you're flat-footed, and then paying attention to the alignment at the knee right here, as the set gets heavy, I don't want it to cave in here, right? So I want to force these to stay in one line here, so that way as I'm hinging, you're going to be really feeling that in the hamstrings. When I'm doing this, I'm going to try to like mimic what your RDL looks like. So as I'm hinging, right, like what I'm thinking about is this isn't my end position. Actually, I'll just grab the bar. So my end position isn't going to happen here. You're locking out like a power lifter, which is fine, except for if I'm trying to do the amount of bodybuilding volume. I don't want to finish here, because if my lower back gets pumped up, I'm not going to be able to go as heavy, right? So if you see like at the hips, I'm going to make sure that my chest stays proud, but I'm on a slight angle. I'm not finishing like this. I'm finishing here always, and then when I'm coming down, it looks like you have really good range of motion. So when you're coming down, I'm not sure if that's long enough. Yeah, you're almost like down here if you had the plates on. And then from here, like if I'm gonna start this motion, no matter what, my lower back has to pick me up, right? So we're trying to avoid that, not because that's bad. It's good to have a strong lower back. It will still work no matter what in the RDL. But what I'm thinking about more is letting the hamstrings stretch. If I close my eyes, I can still feel when the furthest point. I have the range of motion to go further, but I'm not going further because I'm trying to keep this lock on the hamstring here. And then as I push the hip back through, like I'm doing a hip thrust, I stop where there's the most tension on the hamstring. I'm not stopping where I've locked through backwards like this, right? So I can just focus on, for me, because of the length of my arms, it's just below the knee. For you, it might be even like a little bit higher, but my arms are long, so I can get the bar below my knees, hamstrings stretch, glutes are engaged, then I'm gonna press the hips through. I gotta hit my back workout, so I don't know if you need help more than that. I'm gonna send you this video. For this one specifically, you can definitely exactly tell that like when you're doing it, the lockout here, and then going like super far forward, that's probably what's causing your lower back to get really pumped up. Even if it's like one per exercise where you actually have like a side on angle that shows the joints. If it was something somewhat from behind, then I would actually just be facing the camera all the way from behind, so that way I could see how I was describing at the first video, like if the knee is collapsing, so that way we can see the foot. That's going to give us the most information. So thanks, enjoy this video, have a good workout. Wait, free pistol squat. Pew.